All right, we're going up against K, 2300. Um, and not, we had to go for the pack that didn't have any tanks, unfortunately. But I think we're fine. Just set everything up, so we'll just set up our backline pretty much for the eventual. I might want to try this instead. Well, I might put this on the side here instead of putting it behind. Guess we just do this. We're not going to upgrade it anytime soon. Yeah, it's not the greatest pack, but it's not the worst pack. Like we could have gotten something like the saber, the dreaded saber or something. So the saber's the worst pack because it doesn't clear chaff. Everything else is halfway decent. And the Mustangs are especially good because you are always weak to wasps. So having the, and you're also always weak to loose formation. So it's not bad at all. Okay, we get the Marksman. I think the Sledges is interesting, but the Marksman is more interesting because now we cover our weakness into the Wraith or Abyss. Obviously, he's not going to go for it now, but eventually he will. The question here is, I think we need to start selling out of some of our defenses so we can make a little bit of money. And you can even just upgrade this and go for like, well, if you upgrade this, you can't go for 3 chaff, but I want to go for like 3 chaff. Thinking we might experiment with the whole shielded fangs. So it's not probably what you're expecting here for someone that's going to spank tanks, but I find that it's important to do the setup as well. So if we have our tank here, you want 4 squares over. And if you have your tanks here, you want, again, 4 squares over and 2 up. We could use this as late chaff for the time being. We will put more fangs up in front. Or I guess we could even do that now. Yeah, it doesn't look good, but I think this is still okay. Maybe no point in missiling because what are we going to accomplish? We're kind of weak on money. Okay, things are starting to close in here. He's got really strong units. We don't have any DPS except for the Marksman, which is going to be good into the Rhino at least. Interestingly, we see the same techs. We have the same Rhino techs as he does, so that's kind of reassuring because we like to play cheese Rhino style. And I always wasn't sure if that was correct, but looks like it's pretty valid if K is running it. Man, that turret is so annoying. Okay, kind of a worst, kind of like a really bad tower timing, but we are hiding our intentions, and that's what I like here. We're hiding our intentions. He doesn't necessarily know that we're going tanks, but he will know now. And the mass-produced sledge comes out, which is kind of interesting. Part of me wants to go for it, but I'm just a little bit worried. Can you really? I think you have to go for it if you don't have any tanks. All right. Well, this is going to be the game where we try and see what happens. Okay, this guy gets upgraded as well. I think we just keep upgrading. I mean, I want to upgrade this guy too, so not exactly sure what to do. Okay, we can sell this. So we can upgrade this and we can get another level. Not sure if you want to level on this. You probably do, but this is not bad either to get a level on. I mean, it did double the damage. Maybe we need to level this guy first. Kind of feeling like a missile wouldn't be bad here. How much damage did this guy do? It did so much. So why don't we try to get like everything? Just don't want to hit these it's gonna be hard to aim here. I don't really know what we're gonna hit. I just don't want to hit the wall. Probably gonna just hit the crawler, but as long as we hit the wall, ideally I want to hit here so I can kill everything, but okay, that's a perfect shot. It's exactly where I wanted to hit. So is mass-produced tanks a thing? I think so. Like I had one good game with mass-produced tanks. We leveled up all the tanks as if we were playing carry tanks, and it still worked. Now, like the buff kind of doesn't make sense if you think about it. Long term, you're losing a lot of money. Oh my god, this guy's getting levels. He's just owning the Mustang. That was a really bad tower timing. Advanced. This is kind of good, but I wonder if we have money for that. I think you have to take it. It's so good. And now we just keep spamming tanks. Click mech rage. Could go for another missile. He might be wise up to it. He might wise up to this though. So maybe we just missile this. I'd expect to see a chaff here. At least we splash a little bit on this tarantula. I'm just a little bit worried about the DPS that we need. Our tank's at 30% weaker, which is not good if you think about, it's fine right now, but once you start upgrading it, like past level 2, if you think about it, level 2, it's going to be the same price as the level 1. It's going to be it's going to have 140% of the stats. So you're good. You're good on level 1. You're good on level 2, I mean. Level 3, it becomes like, I guess, 210%. So that's where you break even, is level 3. Level 4 is kind of when you start losing money on the tank upgrades. So that just kind of means you're still making money if you upgrade to level 3. You're ahead on level 3 in terms of money. Now, my calculations might be wrong because it's not looking good here, but perhaps it's just that we allowed his tarantulas to get leveled. I don't know. Come on, don't shoot at this. Okay. Now we're not looking great. You know, our HP is low. We will click. Okay, the nuke is available. Not sure if there's actually anything to nuke. You'd imagine here, but imagine it might be a throw for not clicking it. That's what I'm worried about. But 350 is kind of expensive. I mean, what if he shields, right? This is a huge decision. I think since we're so far behind, we might as well just go for it. Could easily be a mistake, but I don't know. All right, we're just gonna keep going for more tanks. We're gonna use the mass-produced tank to its benefit. I think we need to start considering some. We definitely need to get the range now. Start selling out of the hound. Now we afford the range. Can upgrade this guy. Do we just keep upgrading him, or do we upgrade this guy? Might as well just upgrade this guy, but I don't know. Imagine he's not going for the nuke because he's doing quite well. He doesn't need to throw the game. He doesn't need to destroy his economy with the nuke. like we did, but this will at least give us a chance to come back if we can nuke his entire army. It's gonna be a nice juicy shot here. Should get him down to like sub 2k here, potentially even. Maybe not. Maybe his spiders are kind of carrying here. Yeah, actually, that was surprisingly bad for. We're almost losing. That's surprisingly bad for using a nuke. So I guess this is our opportunity to level up our tanks, because once we level up the tanks, then we pretty much double our army strength and HP. Fire's kind of good. Thank you very much, Bear-like, for the amazing spells. Okay. We're just gonna keep building more tanks. Might even start building them in his backline. For 100, you might as well build a tank, even if you have like a Alright, this is pretty good. Usually this is kind of a good move, but in this situation, you kind of don't even want his crawlers to go backwards. You want his crawlers to move forward into the fire. I just wonder if is this even going to go into the fire. It will, just barely. Maybe we need to adjust this fire a little bit. Alright, the fire isn't so bad for us, but we should probably put down a shield because we're likely going to get a fire. I'm not sure if I want to keep upgrading this. Let's go for the attack upgrade. And let's go for another cell. Maybe even the defense upgrade. Speed is probably okay, but not necessary. But for 50, you might as well click it. Okay, fire comes here. It's very interesting though, because this is getting kind of pulled. We only lose 0 Mustangs, which is kind of bad for him. So we really need to win this round because this is like our fire round. Guess it's just going to be HE next. It's very concerning that we're still losing so badly into this. Yeah, I think it's just the HE. The MP isn't going to help us too much, I think. Storms are good in theory, but I don't know. I almost like prefer to put this in the corner and see what happens. Make sure you can't missile this. All right. Okay, so I guess it's time for the AP. We're gonna kind of go more all in with missiles because we need to. We're probably gonna lose the chaff war. I think we need to start borrowing. Probably just more tanks. Okay, we can sell something again. Upgrade these two guys. I don't know about upgrading everything here. We can put something here for this crawler pack. Maybe we just upgrade this pack here, even though it may not do anything. I don't know. Maybe a shield wouldn't be bad here. Okay, photon. Got that from the Farseer. Okay. Let's see if these AP tanks are going to turn the tide finally. I don't think so. But we do have a lot here. Our reserve army is kind of doing a lot. And this is kind of annoying for him. I think I might sell this and go for just replace it with more tanks. This is kind of just feeding experience. It's not really doing anything. All right, and this is the start of the comeback, hopefully. Lightning storm. That could be devastating for us. I think the acid blast is kind of bad, like it's kind of bad for him. Oh no, but the acid blast makes him immune to this. That's so bad. Okay, so complete throw right there. Let's still try to win. All right. Man, we are not paying attention. Okay, let's get a level here. Continue to shield this because of the potential. He could do acid for us, and that would be pretty bad. Maybe we even go for 2 shields. Don't think so. Okay, kind of forgot about the yeah, the acid blast is so bad for us. Like, it's not worth the money. And now we're just completely devastated. But let's not give up here. We have this secondary army, and now he's stuck in the acid. So maybe it's good in terms of just the cleanup army. Kind of surprised about this result. Wait a second, what's going on? Computer screen freezed. Okay, we're back. And this is the start of a comeback. Okay, Fortress, Vulcan, Fire is kind of good for us, I think. The Vulcan Fire. Yeah, let's just go Vulcan, Firebomb, perhaps, because we don't actually have any chaff. He's got all the chaff. Okay, let's upgrade our tanks first. This guy is so giga. We actually have oil available, so we can use that first. Kind of sucks how badly our tanks are just doing here, but don't know what else we could really do. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this first volley. We might have to reposition this guy. And we might want some help here for clearing the chaff. Now this is kind of looking good, I think. Because the spider missiles aren't super scary, I think. Wow, our tower survives, and he doesn't have that much left. Fortunately, we don't get this missile interceptor, but we have officially... Now officially he's on the back end. The nuke is available again. Holy crap. How are we so lucky? The smoke is available. Nuke, the fire, everything's available. Wasp Swarm, I think. We probably don't need the Wasp Swarm. I mean, could put it in the back as a distraction, see what happens. Could just easily missile it though. He does have a Fang here. I think I like the smoke, as long as he doesn't use the kind of feeling like we should nuke here because I feel like he's gonna predict it. Need to shield everything. Fire is gonna be great here. Okay. Upgrade everything. Upgrade this guy. And I think we just keep going. We could range this, but I feel like it's just more tanks. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that last second, but at least we got something off. Really bad nuke. Really bad nuke, but at least we get something. At least we clear out 2 of his tarantulas. I mean, imagine putting it here, it doesn't do anything. I think we just own him real hard here. This could be the game. No, I don't think so, but I do want this to go on. I want to give him a chance. Okay, it's too bad. And the reason I say that is because I feel confident with this comp. You're not going to be able to just win next round by throwing down a Titan or anything. There's very little he can do because he's basically playing spiders into sledges. Yes, they are the mass-produced kind, but you know, there's very little he can do. You know, you could think maybe the Abyss, but I don't know. The level 7 Marksman, Abyss on this side probably would have worked. But then he's got to dodge the nuke. So, and he's got to sell something to make space. Doesn't have any space here for the you know, you probably don't want to be putting down an Abyss when the nuke is available. So, yeah, I guess we got lucky with the spells. You know, we have to be honest here a little bit. But this just goes to show that this, even the mass-produced sledge on round 3 or whenever we picked it, you know, it doesn't seem like it's the greatest card, right, for carry sledge, but in reality it is. Because if you just do the math, you know, you're talking 0.7. So for level 4, you're at 2.8, right? You're at 2.8 stats, and you're paying basically 3x stats. So you lose less than 10%. Everything else is a gain. A level 3, you're at 2.1. You're paying okay, you're paying 2. So you win by, you gain like 5%, right? So you lose a few percent, you make a few percent. But on the blues, which the most of the army is going to be blue or white most of the time, you're making an insane amount of money on that. Like you know, you're making 30%. Like you're paying 0.5, but you're getting 0.7. So you're making 40% on the profit on this on this, and on this you're making, so you're getting 1.4, but you're paying for 1. Wait a second. So you're paying this is 1.4, you're paying for 1 tank, right? Okay. So that's 40% profit. On this, you're getting you're paying 0.5, but you're getting 0.7. So it's the same. So it's the same. Right, you're making 40%, and then round 3, it's pretty much equal, 3 and 4. But honestly, once you're at 3 and 4, you don't care about splitting hairs. The problem is getting to 3 and 4. Right, if you can get to 3 and 4, you're going to win anyways. The problem is most of the time your sledges are just level 1, and you're dying to his level 4 tarantulas. Right, that's the problem. It's not like that. The problem isn't that I'm losing 2% on this one sledge. Right, I'm making so much money by going for this mass produced. And the only problem, the AP counters they had these medium to heavy units. The only problem it becomes the chaff clear. But we went for the nuke. The nuke came back, which was a huge risk for us to go for. But we had our back to the wall. We might as well have might as well have picked it up. I'm surprised that it came back. And the fire obviously is something, it's an insta pick that came back that really helped us. So when you have these spells, and if you don't have the spells, you can go, this Vulcan kind of, we had the oil, we lit the oil on fire, so we're able to manufacture like fire, because that becomes the weakness of this build, right? And do you really want to be building Mustangs into this? And let's just check out this guy here. So we upgraded him a million times. I hate this training spec. It does nothing for us. He did 140k damage compared to this. Okay, so it didn't do that bad. And this guy, he did okay. This guy did good, really good. And I'm just wondering why this guy didn't do good. I think he's got caught on chaff. He died, and this guy was kind of just sweeping up. So I love the decision to go for the Marksman. It definitely discourages the abysses. What could have the opponent have done at this point? Like, I don't think that a Titan here into 5,000 damage is not really going to work, I think. Um, Perhaps if you have like the Rocket Fist, but the Rocket Fist will just go here. It's not going to go here. Um, I don't know. It could be Scorps, but we don't play Scorps. We don't promote. It's not something that we're interested in playing, but I guess you could try Scorps here, but I think it's too little too late. I mean, I think the problem here was there's just too many spells, right? That's what finished them. But also this Spider Mine, it could have been a mistake. Like maybe instead of the Spider Mine, he goes for a couple Scorpions. But again, like I don't know if you have enough Scorpions to deal with this. And perhaps, the Scorpions have to be a little bit earlier. But oh well. Yeah, and how happy are we with this? I'm not that happy. It didn't do anything, right? It only pulled like this. So this was maybe a blunder, but again, for this kind of money, you know, I'm kind of willing to, I don't mind here.